Hey guys, I'm Alpha101, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be uploading a Forge tutorial. I normally don't do this, I know, but I know it's very popular. I know that you guys really like Forge tutorials, so I decided I was going to make one myself. It's not exactly going to be the exact same as the HaloForge Epidemic and what they do. However, I got a different style that's kind of unique to me. You're going to notice that I'm not going to go step-by-step instructions on any of the structures or aesthetic ideas that I'm going to go through. This is just so you guys don't copy, cut and paste my designs and just create unoriginal maps. I want to promote originality. So I'll basically show you what I mean, and you guys can innovate, improve, and do what you guys want on the designs. So these are all going to be infection designs, and well, you could probably use a couple of them for other game modes such as Invasion if you want to. So yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Now, I'm pretty sure I can speak for almost every single infection forger out there that's made at least a city map, but everyone's done a normal facade, so I decided to do a different type of facade. Now, this one is I call it the tall structure. It's just a really big building. It looks really nice. It's just a really tall building. There's really not much to it, but it really adds a city kind of feel, and it kind of has that good environment towards it. Most of the aesthetics that I'm going to be showing you guys soon, I guess, are going to be city aesthetics. So yeah, this one is relatively cheap. You guys can go ahead and copy and paste this one. This one I don't mind. So yeah, tall structure. Alright, this next one is a little bit different. It's a little bit more expensive, but it does look a bit better. Well, not better, but it's different, and you want to use a combination of different buildings for building a nice big facade. So I don't know why I did that, I just kind of did. But so this one has windows in it, and that's what makes it original and unique. So basically, you just gotta, put these kind of one of those things, glass covers in the middle, and then you add that block in between, so it all looks nice and flows together. And so yeah, that's what your final product looks like. So it looks pretty tall. It's nice. It's good. Okay, here is a simple sign design. It's a very nice, bright neon sign, and this is really good for if you want to put it on a building in the background, or you could put it possibly in the foreground as well. It looks pretty nice. However, I will have another type of sign design coming up pretty soon. Now, what makes this one unique is that you can actually write something on it. Only really a 4-letter word, but all I gotta use is the inclines. The inclines, like shallows, I think they are, and you can actually write something on it. So here I just put like a little S. If you guys have seen Waterfront Virus, you'll notice I use this a lot. I'd recommend changing the colors of these to orange, because orange stands out the most in a blue background. So yeah, that's what that one looks like. Okay, so the next one I'm going to worry about is doors. Now, these are doors that you can't enter, obviously. They're just simply there for aesthetics. Now, this one's pretty cheap. It's only, I think, almost like maybe 110 bucks or something, maybe even less than that. So yeah, it's got 3 pieces to it. It's $70. That's how much it cost. And yeah, it's just simple. It's a single door. And so now we got double door. So this is a door that's just it's just a bit bigger. It's got a crease in the center and everything. And I like to play around with lights when it comes to doors. Like those are corner 2x2s, and they produce that natural light. And so I like to play around with those. And so yeah, this is also relatively cheap. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. And if you guys move close enough or farther enough away, then the lights will turn on and off, which makes it really original and really cool. And so I really wanted to expose that with these type of aesthetics. Okay, so the next one I'm going to worry about is roads. And this is just a new type of road. I mean, everyone has their own type of road, and everyone uses the one with stunt ramps. But this one's a little bit, I think it's a little bit better. It's a little bit more expensive and a little bit more intensive on your bridging platforms. But it looks really nice when it's done. And it doesn't have that stunt ramp glitch you have when you're driving a Ghost or something like that. It's big enough for vehicles to go down. It's so yeah, you can use this pretty much for any map. I don't mind you copy and paste this one either. So here's what your final product will look like. I can't really give you an exact price on it because you can make your road as big or as small as you want. But yeah, it's just simple bridges and decorative mix. It looks really nice. Now this is something that looks really good in my opinion. It's only $30. It's really cheap. It's just simple. It's just very simple. It's only got 3 pieces in it, and that's just a corner 4x4, a corner 2x2, well, 2 corner 2x2s, and it's just arranged like that. It's only $30, and I don't mind copy and paste that one either. That's a pretty good one. So this next design, this is my, I call it the billboard design. This is my favorite of all of them. It's got it has a really nice look to it, and also this is another one I don't mind copying and paste. Even though this one is one of the more intricate ones, I wouldn't mind seeing this on 1.5 million maps because I think I don't know, in my opinion, it looks really good, and I think it's probably the best infection aesthetic I've ever thought of. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's got natural lights in it as well, so it looks pretty cool when you get close to it. And so the front looks nice. It's got that neon, you know, with the shield door, and then the back you have the support beams holding it up, which I usually use that to lay weapons against and stuff like that. So it looks really nice. You guys might want to slow down this video if you guys want to see exactly how to build it piece by piece, because I put all of my buildings here on 4 times speed. So it's really hard to actually see exactly how I did everything, but if you guys want, you can slow the video down, pause it, and just copy this one. I like that one. Okay, so this next one is something it's just a small thing that you can do to fill a space. It is rather expensive and a bit intensive on decoratives, because usually I put these in packs of 3, but it takes 2 decoratives and a flag stand. It's just like an ATM or just, I don't know, some kind of random thing, or like a ticket booth, or I don't know, something like that, but it looks pretty nice. You could even, if you really wanted to, add a couple buttons, but just for time's sake, I didn't want to add them all in like that. And also, flag stands can cause a bit of frame rate and disco problems, so you may not want to include too many of those. Okay, this is a big problem with infection maps, and that is when you make a building with 2 stories, you only usually have 1 entrance to it, and that's a problem. So what you can do is, these next few ones are going to be rubble designs. So you build the rubble up near an opening, like what I've done here, and make it tall enough and easy for zombies to climb on. That way the zombies can jump on the rocks and jump in through like a window or a natural opening. And the natural opening will also act as a way for humans to shoot out of, so it'll take a bit of teamwork to actually hold off the structure if you do it a certain way. Now, you can add as many of these antennas as you want, but just keep in mind that these are $50 each, and they're rather expensive, so I recommend staying away from adding too many of them. But it looks really nice, and it's a good little pathway and good little way to get up to different locations. Okay, this is really good for if you're building an infection map. You know, a lot of people like just use wall coliseums and a wall of the map, and it looks, no offense to everyone who does that, it looks stupid now. And so, you know, I want to change it up a little bit. So I use this on the outskirts of my maps a lot, where it's just a broken down building. And you can use that, you put a kill boundary on top of it, or if you want people to go on top of it, you don't. But I usually put a kill boundary on top of it as I use it as a barrier to get to keep people inside the map. So yeah, it just looks really nice. It's more original than building like a giant quarantine wall around your infection map, which doesn't make sense at all. And the destroyed building, it looks really nice, and you can add a whole bunch of different things to it. You're going to notice I use a lot of inclines and antennas when it comes to building rubble. That's just because it just looks really good, and that was partially inspired by Rifle Gaming and Mr. Pokephile. Okay, this is the last of the rubble techniques that I have. So this one's kind of like an impact crater. This can go good for, let's say your infection map features like a crashed spaceship or a crashed plane, or maybe like a meteorite that hit the Earth and had some kind of weird alien virus attached to the meteor, however that works. But it looks really nice because you can add this kill ball right underneath, and so it kind of has like a fiery effect. I'd also recommend maybe putting like a shotgun or something, or like maybe hiding a weapon inside of it. It'd look pretty cool if you did that. So yeah, once again, I'm just going to use a bunch of inclines and a couple of antennas just to make it look a little bit nicer and with more distorted effect. And you definitely want to add a wall coliseum. And another thing I want to stress is that when you guys have a piece that just kind of goes out like that, I recommend incorporating it rather than replacing the actual piece. And so that's what it overall looks like. Well, I hope you guys found my tutorial helpful. if you guys want, you can. All the ones that I said you guys should just take directly, definitely take those. But other than that, please try not to just copy and paste the designs and try to come up with something original and something unique to you. Use what I have as a basis and then improve on it and just make it look a little bit better if you can, or just try. I'm using this as inspiration to help you guys get some other aesthetic techniques into your maps. So please like, favorite if you like this. If you found it helpful. Subscribe to the HaloForgeNetwork, the new Forge channel. Anyways, this is HFN 101, and I'm signing off.